I begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land and pay my respects to their elders, past and present. I extend that respect to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. Today is the day 35 of the Grand Australian Ride. Today I rode from Mount Surprise to Cairns. The ride date is 3rd of June 2022. The time it took me was 5 hours and 30 minutes. The weather was hot. The distance I covered was 328 kilometers. The terrain was hilly and twisty throughout the route. Obviously there were some patches which was not as much twisty and hilly, but in general. The first fuel stop I took was at Mount Garnet, and then I obviously finished off at Cairns straight to the to get the bike serviced. This was one of the best rides I've had in the tour. Hi, good morning. Today is 3rd of June, and it's the 35th day of the tour. 35th day. I'm currently in Mount Surprise. It's a small town, about 284 or 290 kilometers from Cairns. So that's the ride for the day. I'm going towards Cairns today. The plan is it's around 7:20 right now, but I want to try and leave as early as possible. The goal is to get to Cairns and to get the bike serviced. So that is the plan of the day, to get the bike serviced. I'll try and capture whatever I can along the way, like I always do, and I'll update you as I go along. Last night I didn't want to go out into town and find food, so I just asked at the reception if they had something. They didn't really have anything over here, so I just got potato chips. I had some soup that I'm carrying, so I used that soup. I also have like a curry and rice mix, but they don't have a stove, so I can't heat it up over here. But that was alright. I had chips and soup and some other things that I bought from the shop there. But yeah, that was and nuts, of course. I had nuts. So I had a pretty well balanced meal, not like a warm meal, but I'll obviously, when I reach Cairns, from today onwards things will change, because between Cairns and Melbourne it's very well developed. Vegetarianism is understood and accepted. So I have finished in terms of the food situation. That should not, I'm hoping it will not be a problem anymore. Apart from that, it's a nice day today. Looking forward to the ride, and I'll update you on the way. Until then, see you. We are good to go now. I just had breakfast, oats as always, and I had black coffee with it, and obviously water. Now on the way, okay, let's get started. Om Ganeshaya Namaha. जय श्री आद्य शक्ति मात की जय, कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय, हर हर महादेव हर. Okay, the time is 7:45 right now. I had thought of getting the fuel first, but looks like I'm going to I've got sufficient right now, and there'll be enough pumps on the way, so I'll probably just fill it up on the way. It's all retired people. They must be having some kind of a tour or something. Everyone is getting ready for a hike. Where did I come from? That side. Oh, that bus. That bus is going to take them. So, this is it. This I came from that side, so I have to go that side now because this is on A1. Symmetry right in the middle of the town. Oh, look at that kangaroo over there, hopping over there. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I don't know if you can see it, but it just crossed. In the morning hours, you are likely to see more kangaroos, that's for sure. That's a given. There is nothing to worry about direction on this route because all the roads actually go to this is Savannah Way or A1. We are following A1, but we are interchangeably interlooping with Savannah Way as well. Like A1 is the route that goes around Australia, Savannah Way is the route that goes from I think it's from Broome to Cairns. And the only thing is it goes on the northern part. It doesn't go like that, it just goes straight. So it also includes the bits that I had to divert from. And on the Savannah Way you don't always get this route. The chances are that nearly half the route is off-road. But obviously as you head towards Cairns, it's like this, sealed roads, proper ones. So right now we are on A1, which is also Savannah Way, and we just have to keep on going straight. There is no left or right. This is the time when I ride southeast. You see, I'm facing southeast, and whenever I ride southeast, that's been happening after I got back to Normanton. The sun is over here, straight into my eye. It's a little irritating, but yeah, I thought I'll just mention this because a lot of riders, who watch this will ask, what about the sun? Generally it's not a problem. It's just right now, and sometimes, like today is one of those days. Undara Volcanic National Park is on the right hand side. If I didn't have service today, the bike has to be serviced again, so I don't have to if I do it today, so I don't have to get it serviced until I get back to Melbourne. That was a plan because I was originally planning to service in Sydney, but when I reach Sydney it's a weekend and everyone is closed, so I had to do it today. But if I weren't doing that today, I would have definitely gone over here. This Undara volcanic thing, they actually have lava tube tours. The place that I was staying, they organize those tours. See the Undara experience, lava tube tours, and you can see Bedrock Village, they also do it. So the place where I was staying, lava tube is like it's like a cave, looks like a cave, but that's where the lava came from, I guess. So that's lava tubes. People interested in geography and things like that would be very keen to come over here. But anyway, so this is a interesting spot to stop by. I would have definitely done it if I didn't have other commitments for the day. Anyway, so we get going. Savannah Way is, I know it goes, as you can see in the logo of the Savannah Way, it's the north, goes through the north horizontally. But there is something called the Great Inland Way. I didn't know about that. Now this passes through over here as well, so it looks like it goes inland into the center of Australia, so like vertically maybe, I don't know. But I've seen this sign for the first time, and then I'm actually going to be crossing the Great Inland Way. Everything is great around here, just like the ride. Great and grand. Alright, so the Great Inland Way passes through somewhere over here as well. So on the left, the Savannah Way and the Great Inland Way is merged,
and on the right is the Great Inland Way. So okay, yeah, going left. So the Great Inland Way is that way as well, so it goes like that. Learn something every day. Looks like a good spot to stop overnight, see people are camping over there. Cairns is 255 now, so you got 255 kilometers to go. So at this point, Savannah Way, Great Inland Way and A1, all the three are the same road. All three of them. Started becoming foggy. When I started it was nice and clear. I don't know, for some reason around here it's very foggy. And another interesting thing, all the trees seems to have cobwebs on it. If you look, they all have some weird cobwebs on all the trees. Could be something to do with the region. Now I am very close to the Daintree forest, or nature park, or whatever it's called. It's near this region. It's very, very large area. It is so large that it is said that people can, if you get lost, it's large and it's remote. So if you get lost, there is a possibility that they won't find you. It's that remote. Some of the most difficult areas to rescue people is in and around Daintree forest. So yeah, just a little perspective. I'll try and get closer to that cobwebs to show you what it looks like. It's very strange, on the trees. This one, yeah. Let me just turn around because this side looks more clear than the other side. I don't know if it's visible that clearly, but I'm not going to stop the bike and go on because not enough space. But I don't know if it's visible that clearly or not. But as you can see on the tree, there are cobwebs throughout the tree. And apparently wherever I see cobwebs, that tree is kind of dead. So maybe it kills the tree or it's part of the tree. I don't know. If anyone of you know, please shed some light on it on this. But it's very strange. Anyways, I'll get going. I thought I'll share this because I saw like it's all over the place. So yep. just to make a note that you would have noticed that now we have there are a lot of trees around us. That's because we are headed towards, we are very close to the east coast now, and the east coast is very green. So yeah, since today things are going to change now, because as we touch the east coast, Cairns is on east coast. It's like next to the ocean. So this whole patch all the way to Melbourne is like this. It's very green. All the wide open spaces and treeless plains and everything in the past few days, that's behind us now. We are back to the greenery. And forest and nature parks and everything. You know, this is how it will be from now on. So really excited for the change. Heat is gone now. It will start to cool down. That's what I'm expecting. So I'll have to take out my warm layers again now. And yeah, looking forward to the coming days with some really nice good weather. In Mount Garnet, I think this was about 80-90 k's from where we were, Mount Surprise. Now the plan is to get some fuel over here. Looks like a trailer station. Yeah, so get some fuel and get a cup of coffee or something, and then continue. Okay, so that's house over here. Yeah, looks like this is the town. Okay, we can go. Must be working on the bridge. Oh, that's nice. What do we have here? Alright, so that is a motel, and I think they have petrol. Yes, a roadhouse. Yep. Okay, I'm going to. Oh, they do lava tours from here as well. So this is the lava tours that I was talking about earlier. You know, lava loops or whatever they call it. Yeah, there you go. Toilets are closed. Please use park toilets instead. Oh, that's right. The rate is what, 199.9 cents. So that's an improvement. It's definitely gone cheaper than before. Alright, so I'm going to fuel up and then I'll update. So filled up, it's come to 10.97 liters, 199.9 cents per liter, and adds up to $21.93. So the rates have definitely improved. Now I'm just going to go inside, pay for the fuel, get a coffee and maybe something to eat as well, and I'll update once I'm back on track. Okay, so I left the town. I just fueled up and left. I didn't get a coffee there. I don't know, I wasn't feeling like one yet, but probably we'll just make a stop just for coffee. It's a nice creek. So just one thing, the vegetation has changed around here, but some principles still remain the same, that you know, this area is still cattle stations in most of these parts. That hasn't changed. You would see cows on either sides. I mean, I don't know if I've captured it yet, but they've still got cows on both sides, so it's still cattle station around here. So that is still it still remains the same, but the overall feel of the place has changed. It's more greenery now. Called Inot Hot Springs. They've got hot thermal waters around here. So yeah, like a good spot to maybe camp out or spend the night if we are in the area. Hot Springs Hotel. So this region must have hot springs then. Hot springs are seen in a lot of, I mean, I've seen hot springs and been to hot springs in so many different parts of Australia. It's there everywhere pretty much. But toilets facilities as well. The rest areas around here are so much nicer. If one has to camp, it will be fun rather than anything else. Yeah, they're not dusty or anything. They actually had a nice lawn and you can camp on top of that. I mean, come on. How much better can it get? Arrived in Ravenshoe. Now from here there are two ways to go about it, but I've decided to, there is a shorter route which will be 20 minutes faster, but I have decided to stay on A1. It might take me 20 minutes longer, but I think principally that would be the right thing to do. I must so yeah, Savannah Way and the Great Inland Way and A1 are all on the same path. This is Millstream, and there were on my right further back there was a Millstream waterfall as well. It was a few kilometers inwards. Ravenshoe, I didn't know that this was the highest town in Queensland. So there you go, the highest town in Queensland. So it means that I must be at a certain height. Yeah, I did see the route was like, very hilly, and I was climbing up as well. So I'll probably continue from here. I won't stop. I was thinking of stopping somewhere, but maybe a little bit further down. I'll try and cover the that way. We are going straight to Atherton. Alright, so Mila Mila and Hubberton. It's further straight. It's a nice town, a little chilly over here and a bit windy as well. I can see some windmills down the road. Atherton is on this side. That's where we are headed. Kennedy Highway. So this becomes Kennedy Highway now. A1 is Kennedy Highway. Such a beautiful view if you look over here. Now the farms over here will become smaller. See, these cows are different. These are like black and white cows. These ones are for milk. So whatever you see in this region, they will still have cows, but not like before. This area must be for milk cows, and the other area, you know, the stations and whatnot, they are not for milking. Those cows are for other purpose. The wind farms. There's a viewpoint over here. Look at that. It's so huge. Wow. They're all over here. Wind farms and cows. That's what it's about, isn't it? A different world now. Look at that. Huge wind farms. You know, there's cows, different type of cows, of course, and this hilly area, mountains, fog everywhere. It feels like you're from Africa to Europe. That's the kind of change you'd feel. It's so different around here. Anyways, I'm going to get back on the track because it's too easy to get distracted. So I got an appointment for Musty to be serviced today.
Turn right onto National Route 1.
So appointment is for 12 o'clock, but I'll try and get there by 1. I think this route is beautiful. It shows an entirely different side of Australia. That side was also beautiful, but you know, this is different. So on my right hand side, what you can see is, I think it's sugar cane. So sugarcane plantations have started over here. Now today's ride so far has been by far the best ride I have ever had. People from Melbourne would recognize places like Black Spur or you know, that area in the southeast, where you know, around the Bulla region, and those are really nice and twisty roads, and they're like really fun riding. Everyone who is into motorcycle would have been there once. You know, Hillsville, Marysville, all that area, Black Spur. This is multiple folds of that. What I just experienced was, I would say, 5 times that. So it was full of twisties. We are riding downwards because we are coming from the highest town of Queensland all the way down. Yeah, our goal is to reach Cairns, which is on the beach. So much of incline throughout, and full of twisties, like unbelievable amount of twisties, and amazing. Yeah, one of the best rides I've ever had, right? Yeah, it was so much fun. I don't know, this place feels like, you know, as if I'm in Melbourne, around Melbourne, but the only difference is it's a lot warmer. That's it. Otherwise, it's, you know, the whole terrain, everything looks like Melbourne, but a much pleasant environment, I would say, considering it's winter. Again, over there on my right, yeah, plenty of sugarcane around here. Queensland is known for manufacturing rum as well. So where there is sugarcane, there is rum, I guess. So we reduce speed. So the break in Atherton. Stopped at McDonald's. I've seen a McDonald's after such a long time. I just wanted to have a coffee, and McDonald's in Australia actually has good coffee. It all started with Melbourne because Melbourneians are obsessed with coffee. So am I. So yeah, this is the town of Atherton. It's a pretty big town. I've seen such a big crowded town after such a long time. Even in Darwin, everything was so far apart. Apparently the place I was staying and I spent most times was far apart. It's a pretty big town with everything. Feels weird looking at this. Practically been in the outback for 1 week without, you know, the last town or city I had been to was Catherine, and that was also in Catherine or Darwin on the same day actually, and that was also just on the outer edges, not been in town like this. I'll just put on the direction and then get back. So we are about 100 kilometers away. I'm expected to be there by, I think it should be 1 o'clock as per Google. 100 kilometers, 1.5 hours sounds right. So yeah, this is the town, or I don't know, you'd probably call it town of Atherton. Gym and bouldering. Got a motorcycle shop here as well. So motorcycle shops in the country are fairly common because this is not absolutely countryside. being 100 kilometers from Cairns, I won't really call it outback. But a bit further away from the main cities, of course. So what I was saying was, yeah, the motorcycle shops are not fairly common in the outback as well, because motorcycles are used for farming. Before they used to use horses, now they use motorcycles instead. So that way, you know. Cairns 91. We will be on Kennedy Highway all the way up to Cairns. But I have to say, today the ride I had between Atherton and Mount Gilbert, I think it's Gilbert, the highest town in Queensland, was amazing. So many twisties, so many, you know, like up and down. It's just almost any motorcyclist will love to ride on that. It's and a fairly long distance as well. It wasn't like it will finish in 10, 15, 30 kilometers. It went on for a while though. It kind of started straight after Gilbert. Plantations have started. There's like tons of banana trees, and I don't know what this is, but there is this plant as well. Looks like mango tree, but I don't know. Could be something else. But yeah, Queensland is known for mango, and there is banana plantations around here. There's couple of them just passed. Maybe there will be something that will come up once again, but tons of them, like such a large number of banana trees. There's a lot of road works going on around here. I'll show you if I can find banana plantations. Sugarcane came on the way, so that's practically everything. And I think if I don't capture it today, I'll probably find it tomorrow, because this whole region is known for it. Today it's just I need to get to the service place, so I won't be capturing a lot now. And my right is all mangoes, so we have bananas and mangoes in the same place. Look at that, tons of bananas and just as many mangoes over here. They even make wine out of mangoes. So yeah, but these two are the two major fruits around here, mangoes and bananas. Now we are in the outer fringe of the town Mariba. In the signage it said 300 days of sunshine. So you can imagine it's always like this around here, nice and sunny. And again the bananas and mangoes continue. Bananas on this side is bananas as well now, but you see this layer of trees that's around the highway, but then beyond that it's all farms. Is further straight, but I'm going to Cairns, of course, so I'm turning right. So national route turns right now.
Continue on National Road 1, 49
So this is all Mariba on either ends. It's actually a very nice town. 62 kilometers, Cairns. See, it's a nice town actually. It's a pretty big town as well, and it's not very far from Atherton. So now one thing you'll notice is everything becomes close by. Before, you know, between two towns it was like 200 kilometers distance and 100-kilometer distance and whatnot. and you don't see too many towns and things like that. But now things are different. Now I don't just ride away, I need to look at traffic, and there is a lot of traffic. I'm not used to this kind of traffic as well for like I don't know how many weeks. Anyways, I'm also excited. Plantation over here. I didn't know that coffee was grown in Australia. See, Jacques coffee plantation. Wow. Says I've already seen sugarcane in this area. I've seen bananas, mangoes, coffee. On my right there was rolls of hay. So maybe they weren't growing hay over here. Okay, that's mango on my left. This is a truly gifted region with good weather, good soil, grow anything you want. I'm very close to Cairns, maybe about 20 k's. And on my left it's all rainforest, so I'm going through a rainforest area. Behind a slow truck now, but look at that, it's all rainforest around here. Got a monkey in front of me. Just too impatient. Now, just before I arrived in Cairns, the road was amazing because you come down from the hills and it's very steep drop, so it was full of twisties. Amazing ride just before arriving into Cairns. So looks like, you see those mountains, that's where I came from, right there. And like zoom it was just amazing. The whole ride from Mount Gilbert to Cairns was just mind-blowing. I've never seen anything like it before, ever. Now I'll update once I'm at the motorcycle shop. So we are here, Wayne Leonard, that's the one. We're here for service, so I guess I'll just put it straight in. Okay, let's go and check it out. So, got the bike service. Luckily they were able to squeeze me in and get the bike service for me, which was fantastic. Now I'm going to the hotel, staying in. It's called Novotel. Yeah, it's called Novotel. It should be nearby. So what I'll do is I'll get to the hotel, and check in and show you what it is. So until then, at Novotel. Right, so I'm staying at the Novotel. They've got two buildings over here. This is building 2. The pool is just downstairs over there. So yeah, we'll be checking out the pool maybe later. So yeah, I'm right here. Musty has been parked downstairs in the main building. They do have a safe and secure parking. So as you walk in, that's the bathroom, cabinet, more cabinets, glasses, tea, coffee, desk, and that's the room. So we've got a room over here, much nicer than all the Outback accommodations, of course. And that's a view from the window. So there it is. Air conditioning is on as always. And now I'll give you an update on the day. Alright, so let's give you an update on the day. So basically I started from Mount Surprise. On the way, the road, what the highlight that I have to give for my ride between Mount Surprise and Cairns is simple. Beautiful. Anyone who is coming to Cairns should take this route, but make sure you follow the A1 from Mount Surprise to Cairns. If you follow the A1, you got the best routes. Plenty of twisties, hills, beautiful views, everything transforms. Today everything was all about green, like a highland kind of feel, and just like as if you're riding around Victorian Highlands. But the twisties and everything went on for a much longer period than it is around, for example, Black Spur is very limited, but this is a lot more. Secondly, once coming into Cairns, got the bike for service. The guys were really nice. They checked everything, nuts and bolts, everything. A few engine bolts were loose. That's what I've been told. The bolts that hold the engine were also loose. So he tightened everything up for me. And the back sprocket, he said, is shaky a little bit. So I should consider replacing it soon. So I'm going to get that done once I finish the full tour. He said that it is recommended to replace it at 20,000 kilometers. I am still at I think 13 and a half or so. So by the time I finish, I should be around 16-17k on the bike odometer. So I'll replace that when I finish that and give this bike service at Melbourne. But apart from that, beautiful city, everything changed. I'm back into civilization, no Outback anymore. From here to Melbourne to Tassie and back would all be with public and traffic and everything. One of the biggest thing was as soon as I was hit with some traffic, I think after there are some towns which I came across. I didn't record everything because I needed to get here on time. If I just went on about stopping and recording too much, then I would not have been able to finish it. After Ravenshoe, after Mount Gilbert, and between Mount Gilbert and Ravenshoe, there was a lot of twists and everything. After Ravenshoe, it just went on all the way up to Atherton. The road was beautiful. After Atherton, the road became a little bit normal until Miraba. After Miraba, as I was getting down into Cairns, I think I got down around Smithfield. Up to Smithfield, the road was just amazing. Again, full of twisties. After Smithfield, up to Cairns, it was pretty straightforward. So this is pretty much the route highlight. The day is amazing, nice and sunny, no rain. Someone I met on the way, he said, you know what, you got perfect timing because there is no rains now. The rains have finished. It's done for the year. So if you are planning the trip, follow my dates. You won't go wrong because it's perfect. So far,
fingers crossed, we should have the same weather for the rest of the trip. But so far, it's been perfect. Anyways, I'm excited now. My wife is coming in, so I'm just going to freshen up and go and pick up Devangi from airport. And then tomorrow is a rest day for me, and then the day after I start again. So I won't update you tomorrow, but I will update the day after. Until then.